Well, Steve, I want to piggyback off of that just for a second because I feel like we talked a lot about the matchup, Edmonton versus Toronto, how great that'd be for hockey if those two teams meet in the Stanley Cup final. I don't think anyone was saying how great it would be for hockey if the Panthers made it, but look at what it's done now. Matthew Tkachuk is really taking this thing into effect, right? He's going on NBA on TNT, really owning this moment and embracing everything that comes with it. Is there a more marketable hockey player right now than Matthew Tkachuk, and how does he continue this success into next season with the popularity he's gained not only for Florida and himself, but for the sport of hockey overall?
No, there's no more marketable guy in the game right now. He's got a great personality, and you have guys in this league that don't mind the spotlight. He embraces the spotlight, and he's throwing quotes, he's throwing chants from the Toronto fans, "We want Florida," back at them. And he's just a super villain, and he's funny. And I got to talk to him in Vegas at NHL Media Day, ironically, in Vegas. And he was one of the most personable players that I spoke to that day. He's quick-witted, and obviously he gets it done on the ice in every way, shape, and form. He's a playmaker. He's a goal scorer. He is a pain in the buttocks. He is absolutely the league's dream, I got to imagine.
Yeah, and I want to just say, too, is there a more likable superstar / villain in all of sports? I mean, the only other person I can think of in sports right now is a Giannis Antetokounmpo. Everyone seems to love that guy, not only in Milwaukee, but the entire NBA. And I can't think of a hockey player that's more lovable, but like you also hate him at the same time, than Tkachuk, right? He's just so easy to root for.
Yeah, I think, when he's not playing your team, it's much easier to appreciate the thing he does, or the things he does. But I don't know if a guy like Matthew Tkachuk is comfortable with the love in, right? Like, I think, around his draft year, he talked about wanting to mold himself after Corey Perry. And Corey Perry's the kind of guy where you go, "Corey, you stink and I hate you." And he would go, "Oh my God, that's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me." Because every time he goes out onto the ice, he is driven almost less by love of winning and hate of losing. He just wants to drive you nuts. It's 0 goals, 0 assists. It doesn't matter. "Hey, honey, how was your day?" "Well, I made 4 fully grown men completely lose their mind." I think that is a great day at the office for Corey Perry, and it's a great day at the office for Matthew Tkachuk. We haven't even mentioned the celebrations where he's just like, "Let's get off the ice." To do that in back-to-back games.
Iconic.
Ice in his veins.
Some might say Conn Smythe-worthy.
Oh, God.
Some might say that. Some might say Sergei Bobrovsky.
My man, Steve.
That's it.